Hello race fans and welcome to another GMS Productions video where virtual cars bring real excitement. And we are here today at Bristol for the 4th knockout qualifier of the Ortho Cup Series Season 3. And the thing about Bristol is that there's 16 guys trying to make the race in this part-time shootout, or this part-time qualifier. And the bad news is, instead of having 5 or 6 that can qualify, we only can have 3 that can qualify here at Bristol as the number 00 of William Johnston. And I have not recorded the Ortho Cup Series in a while, and contact there on the outside wall by the 00. These guys will be going very aggressive trying to get some fast laps in here. So if I say a name wrong, I apologize because it's been a while. As William Johnston will lay down the first lap of the day in that number 00 machine, and these cars will hit that outside wall a lot. The 70 of Cat Tellier had laid down a lap as well, and Nick Smith is on the board in the 22. So now this is when people will start cycling through. And I'm trying to find somebody to keep up with because people keep ducking off and down pit road. We're going to keep up with the 32 here. Never mind. I guess these guys are all placing one-lap runs, and here's the 16th driver, in which is making his first start, who's 4th on the board right now. This is John Gilbert in the number 16. Makes a lot of contact with that outside wall. And this number 16 Lily Diabetes, made in the USA Ford Fusion, is going to duck to pit road. Is that number 16 machine trying to make its first? This is his first ever knockout qualifier here in Season 3. Because this is his first ever start he is trying to make. And a couple other guys are trying to make their first starts, along with the 99 and the 71 here of Isaac Nichols. He does really good in the other 2 series, but in this top series on this channel, he just, being a part-time driver is so hard, and he jumps to 2nd on the board behind Cat Tellier, and that knocks out William Johnston and the 16 of John Gilbert. As 7.5 minutes remaining in this part-time knockout qualifier, as people keep jostling for position on the board. I think right now Cat Tellier and Isaac Nichols have some pretty good times as they keep laying down faster and faster laps, and people will kind of crash here, as you see here with the 55 of Davey Johnson and the 57 of Grayson Ace Fado, and then whoa, the 55 went way up the racetrack there. I guess trying to get the pit road and all these different things is a problem. Another guy that has not made a race yet this season, the number 99 of Caleb Sidnor. He's up, and he won himself the Under Armour Cup Series season opener in the number 99 machine, or in the 98 machine in that series. But in this series, and he just jumped to the top of the board, this KFC number 99 machine. Caleb Sidnor trying to make his first start in this series. He's not made one yet, and he's been in every single knockout qualifier, or each 3 of them, and he's on the top of the board by 0.02 of a second over Eric Hayden, who now jumped to 2nd. Cat Tellier, the 3rd. Now Isaac Nichols goes back to the top of the board as we're getting closer and closer to halfway through this session. And the number 35 of, I believe that's Tyler Markell, getting onto the racetrack now. And Sidnor just laid down an even faster lap in the number 99. He's trying to prove that he can carry momentum over from the Under Armour Cup Series and show it here in the Ortho Cup Series and give himself his first ever start. But this is a hard track to make your first start at. There's a lot of crashes, a lot of traffic, and if you're in the back, you can get lapped pretty easily here. The 99 did a pretty solid job on that lap. I don't know if it'll be better, as he's been keeping off the wall, unlike a lot of other drivers, as the number 22 of Nick Smith jumped up to 2nd, or is up to 2nd. Yeah, Sidnor laid down even a faster lap. Only guy under a 15 right now, and has not hit the wall yet. Isaac Nichols is 3rd. Eric Hayden on the outside looking in the 12. The 60 is on the outside looking in. That's John Andrews. I've got to keep remembering these names. It's been a while. And you got Tyler Markell, Garrett Sidnor, the number 96 of, I believe that's Matt Johnson. And the 23, and oh, the 99 just hit the wall there. But he's good on the top of the charts right now. He doesn't need to worry too much. And the number 23 of Jason Hawksworth in the top 10. And the guys that are not doing so well in this session, as the 99 ducks to pit road, you got guys like the 16 trying to make his first ever start in his first ever knockout qualifier, and it's going to be very hard to do that today, as a lot of drivers are, like the 40, are making contact with that outside wall. The top 3 have not changed, but there goes Tyler Markell to the top, or to second on the board, and that knocks Isaac Nichols down to 5th. Jason Hawksworth jumps up to 4th in the number 23 Toyota. And it's hard to get the people on this racetrack because they keep moving so quickly. And we got 4 minutes left to go in this session, as Caleb Sinor holds the top spot. Nick Smith laid down a nice time, and that's the driver right behind Jason Hawksworth. And drivers get up really close to that wall coming out of turn 4 and 2. There's only 3 cars that are underneath that 15-second mark in this session. And look at the damage on the 35. I don't know if guys like him and Grayson Acevedo will be able to get back on the racetrack. That's the problem with Bristol. If you overrun the turns here, getting out of the corner, you're going to hit that wall, and that's going to delay your time of getting back out on the racetrack. Just like the 23 there, as he's under the cut line by 1 position, and he's going to pit road. As a 22, he's going to stay out on the racetrack. It's very hard because there's only 3 guys that will make this race. And with 3 minutes left to go, that's going to be a hard feat to accomplish. As people, the 55 machine, we're going to go look at that. Davey Johnson, he's not really laid down a lap. Or not really laid down a fast lap yet. I think every time he's gone out, he's clocked the wall. Same goes for Grayson Acevedo and William Johnston. Yeah, he's out. There's William Johnston in the 00. They just can't get a fast enough of a lap where they don't hit the wall. And Hawksworth is going to get out of his race car, as there's not much time left in this session, and the 12 car hits the wall. The 27 of Josh Steiner in the 5th position on the board right now, but that is, in any other race, that would probably be an okay spot to be in. But in this race, only 3 will be able to advance. And with Eli Bright coming back to the knockout qualifying sessions in a couple of races, that will add more tension as he tries to make the top 30 in points. Or keep himself in the top 30 in points, because he is in the top 30 in points right now. And the 70 of Cat Tellier jumped up to 3rd on the leaderboard. That's going to knock out Nick Smith. I just now noticed that. And Josh Steiner now goes up to 3rd on the board. The 27 and the 99 are alliance, or have an alliance. The 40 with the 40 machine of Garrett Sidnor. Caleb Sidnor is on the top of the charts. He has 1 career win, and if I mentioned that several times in this video, that came in the season opener for the Ortho, or the Under Armour Cup Series. My bad. And he's been laying down some solid laps. He only has about 100, like 12 100ths of a second of a lead in front of other drivers in the session. And somebody just hit the wall. I'm trying to get to him. It's Davey Johnson, and he just can't lay down a fast lap. He keeps hitting that wall coming out of the corner. And with under a minute and a half to go in this session, it's going to be hard for this number 55 machine to lay down a fast lap. He's got the number 99 right behind him, and I think this 99 machine is a lot faster. And that 55 is getting real close to being turned by the 99. And the 99 will do that if he has to. We've not really seen some double wide racing, and that might have been the 55's fastest lap of the race. Yeah, he jumped up to 14th, and he's going to hit the wall again. Tyler Markell jumped up to 3rd. Cat Tellier's in 2nd. And Caleb Sidnor hits the wall, but he's good on the cut line as of now. He's going to duck the pit road. Tough break for a lot of drivers. You got the 96, he's on the racetrack. The 16, he's still on the pit lane. I don't think he'll have a shot to make the show if he doesn't get back on the racetrack and try to lay down some more laps. Because at this point, if you're under the cut line by a good bit, you might as well get back on the racetrack and just keep trying. And slow car up ahead, that's Matt Johnson. And the laps are winding down for these drivers as time is running out. And I think it is safe to say that Caleb Sidnor will be in the event of the Food City race here at Bristol, along with Cat Tellier and Tyler Markell. Caleb Sonora will make his first Ortho Cup Series start as drivers are making their last attempts trying to lay down laps, and it will not be enough as time. They're just going on their cooldown laps now. As you see, there's Cat Tellier on pit road. And I think that'll be it for here. And those are your results. And yep, I was right. So congratulations, Caleb Sonora, Cat Tellier, and Tyler Markell for making the race at Bristol. The rest of the guys will have to try again at Dover, which is the next race on the schedule. I will see you guys for the main event at Bristol for the Ortho Cup Series in 2 days. And I hope you guys are having a good Christmas so far. See you guys for the next race. Or the next knockout qualifier, whatever you want to see next. Bye-bye.